Welcome back, Yah royal family. Praises to the Most High, honor unto His holy name. Family, I'm coming back with another video, which is very interesting information that I came across on last night. And I wanted to bring this to your attention in case you haven't heard of it. First, I want to just lay out and put this out here that I'm just presenting, the information. And in this walk of understanding who the Most High is and what have happened in the past for our redemption from other captivities. And I know the Bible tells us so much of what to expect in these last days. But this is something that I want to show you several videos that just to bring to your attention. I feel led to share it, but I'm not saying that this is all, the information that is out there. I'm just only showing what's presented for me. And it seems to be where this person have filed a lawsuit, and I'm going to show you what you would say is by Justia. It's a docket, and this lawsuit is and the name stands out because this is actually his name is Saint Michael's, and it appears that his last name is Eve, like Hebrew, but the Hebrew, version of it, like Eber, Eve, but it has not Saint Michael. And I'm gonna show you a video where he actually went to Kenya, and they made him a ambassador, which they call him a prince, and they actually did a ceremony with him in Kenya. And I'm going to show you another video where they're speaking of Kenya is actually Zion. So, and when I say Zion, that is in the Bible. And I've heard of it before, but like I said, family, this is in sharing. And I had a dream some nights back, and it was where I saw in the dream Uganda. I saw the word Uganda, the name of the country, and then it was something in front of it. It was letters in front of it, but I couldn't make it out or in my dream. But I saw it then as I woke up shortly after, and I said, it dawned on me. I said, well, what was that about, Father? Because I saw the name Uganda, but it was something in front of it. Then it dawned on me that it was a city, but then I couldn't remember the city or, the letters that were in front of it. And it didn't seem a whole lot of letters. It seemed like it was like 4 letters to me, but I remember Uganda. And then some days later, I think the very next day, after I put it out on my on my Facebook page, one of my sisters came on the very next day after that and said, Uganda had a flood. And when I read this, I thought of you from what you said you had a dream about them. So I reach out to, some people from Uganda, and they share some insights with me about that as well. And they are, Hebrew Ewe people. So again, I just wanted to share that out, and just bear with me, family. So as you see here, the plaintiff is Black America's Mass Migration 2027 National Corporation, 6th Region of Africa Union, USA. and Knox St. Michael's Ewers or Eve, number two, the second, I'm sorry, defended Donald Trump and the estate of Abraham Lincoln. Case, this is actually a docket number, a case number. He filed it on October the 2nd. And let me go back at where the defended. I saw something that where it was saying suing the United States. But then I'm seeing Donald Trump. It doesn't have President Donald Trump. It has Donald Trump. And then the estate of Abraham Lincoln. And also it goes on to say Court, U.S. District Court for Northern District of Georgia. And then the judge is a real judge out of Georgia. Because I went and looked it up. J.P. Booley, nature of the suit, civil rights, cause of action, 28-1331, and jury demanded by, and it says none. Then it goes into this docket was last retrieved on October the 8th, 2019. A more recent docket listing may be available from Pacer. So when he filed on October the 2nd, it's saying that this docket was retrieved on the 8th, and I'm not sure if that's when Trump got this this information. I'm going to show you a video where he's laying it out as well. October the 8th, clerk's certificate of mailing as 6th region of African Union, USA, Black America's mass migration, 2027. And when I saw the mass migration, it was more so to me surrounding not so much going to Africa, but actually demanding areas within the United States and where they will be on higher ground. So I'll get to that as well. Then it says National Corporation, Blacks America's Mass Migration 2027 National Corporation. Then it has his name again. October the 8th, filing standing order regarding civil litigation for cases proceeding before the Honorable J.P. Booley, signed by the judge on 10/8/19. October the 7th, 2019, the notice of filing affidavit of negligence, falsification in the Constitution. And could this be that they said they were freeing us and they didn't? I don't know. It says national deception by the federal legislation, federal misconduct in science, unjust enrichment, and remedy enslaved exodus. So this was filed by him as well. October the 2nd, filing 2, summons issued as to Donald Trump and the estate of Abraham Lincoln. October the 2nd, 2019, complaint filed by Knox St. Michael Eve Ewers the second, 6th region of Africa Union, USA, Blacks America's Mass Migration 2017 National Corporation. The filing fee was $400. The receipt number, attachment number, silver cover sheet. Please visit our website and it gives you that information. Right. So I haven't went there yet. But, as I saw that video that really led me to go out and look for more information, I was like, let me just go a little deeper. Okay. So down here is where all these locations at. I went looking in some places and did not see it per se, but this is where it's saying that they all went, and you can see the different location, right? So I don't know if it's deeper within the web and in that because it goes really to their main page. So I don't know, family, but I'm just sharing. Okay, so next I want to take your attention to let's go to the actual YouTube video that brought this to my attention. So let's start here. It is 144,000. So I'm gonna pause and as I go. So it says the United States officially sued by, and this is what 1.28 quadrillion dollars for 400 years. Okay, so let's continue. Surround the sacred mountain at the beginning. This is actually the document that was presented. It says the federal complaint and the civil rights, or CV, and this is the docket number. What was on the other information I showed you was filed on October the 2nd, and it says by the kingdom of heaven. Okay, I know this sounds like is this true? It appeared to be true, family, but what this all means, I don't know. And we have read the Bible, and to understand, the Almighty and how He operates. And I even, would say, Father, what this all means, and what I'm, to do. And I was led to share it, family. So I don't know. I mean, and I'm going to put it this way. I felt led. I just want to make sure that I make that point out, because family, I'm not saying that this is all where this is going to be, working in our favor for real in that light. I'm just sharing, family. Okay. So this is the receipt that this is the cost to file the case was exactly $400. Okay. That's right. 2 days later, Trump declares blacks built this nation. And I do remember someone saying this. I don't remember seeing this video myself, but let's continue. And saying that we are just starting to get real credit for that. You are just starting to get real credit for that. Okay. All right. This is Donald Trump's summons to appear in court in Atlanta, Georgia, on behalf of the United States. December the 9th, 2019, the White House signed to confirm receipt. So they signed on the 9th of December, the receipt of the summons. And today is what? I know this video may come in as lengthy. Today's the 13th. And that shooting was, 2 days ago? Which would have put it on the 11th, I want to say. Bear with me, family. 2 days ago. So I would have put it on the 11th. Okay, let's continue.
Testimony as I tell my story, let light shine before me again.
This is the judge right here. Okay.
On this morning,
It says it's all started as a petition. So he started something way back, like 2 years ago. And this is the time that I, was awakened by the Most High. I want to say back in September of 2017 is when he started all of this, right? So again, family, I'm sharing with you, okay? All right. Weeks later, he said the Almighty showed St. Michael's a simple loophole never before used in the civil rights history. Okay. He then realized this was more than a petition. It was the legal and scientific remedy for American slavery. The charges filed would invalidate the 13th Amendment and require it to be rewritten due to falsification on a federal document. Could it be that they never intended to free us? Could it be that they lied through saying that, we will be equal? But I did videos on that according to what I felt and understand about that as well. So let's continue. So, and require the United States to abolish slavery due to federal negligence by Abraham Lincoln. And require mandatory restitution be paid to black people due to unjust enrichment. And require the United States to sign a peace treaty with Black America in our full diplomatic capacity as the African Union's 6th region. And require the United States to scientifically rehumanize African American slaves due to scientific misconduct by Abraham Lincoln. In the presence of divine majestic standing before my eyes, I realize the time described, I call my high described. The ancient nation of black people from prehistory was partially used to give standing to the black race. The ancient nation of black people. Okay. Before the great divide, long before our great demise, one nation. And it says here, Shaba, Shaba, name of the black nation, over 4,500 years ago. Okay, over 400 and 500 years old. Okay, so this was something that it looks like an artifact. And then it goes to say the nations, the modern world is Shekbaba Asikbak. I'm messing it all up, family. Sakaba Asik Shaba. And then it has different ways. Pronunciation means the great nation. Seswana language. And then it says incognate with the world. And this was confirming the holy mountain, Mount Zion. Okay. Has the lawful capacity to present all black people on earth. this is the picture of the ambassador at the holy mountain who filled the case. Okay, so he's American, but I believe in this video you're going to see. Okay. All right. So that's to all that video. Let me see if I can get. Let me go back out. And it's 20 minutes in already. Let me see if I can find. I thought. Do I want to go there? There. No, right here. This is where you would see he got.
All the chiefs in the Makatas have what he's got on his head. Ashe. 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 So, the baton is given to his uncle. Uncle Steve, we have to do his name. Ashe. Okay, the beat. Use this orange one, okay? Until we go and get this one.
Okay, family. So that's from there. They crowned him there, and so he would be considered an ambassador to Kenya, and they also crowned him as a prince. So next, I want to go here to this right here is a prayer that this is the prayer right here.
Today we have come under the sun, facing Mount Kenya, together as one, standing as one, chanting as one. Now let peace come through the power of one. Let freedom come. Let healing come. Let unity come to the black nation. For the slain ancestors of the black nation. We'll never forget the devastation, the pain and the torture, the rape and the slaughter for the sons and the daughters of all the Ma'afa. Let justice come when the earthquake comes, when the waters come. Protect the black nation. Retribution come when the fires come, when the winds come. Protect the black nation. Now break the control of the chains of my soul, from the lies that were told as we open the scroll. Elders open the scroll. Can you open the scroll? Generations behold. Now truth will unfold. Let knowledge come. Higher guidance come. Understanding come unto all nations. 12 elders come. Chiefs and judges come. For the resurrection of the power of one. Let the black king come. Let the black queen come. For the resurrection of the power of one. Let us speak in one voice, to the beat of one heart. Let us live in one mind. Hear this prayer divine. Thy the Layagai thy. Thy the Layagai thy. Thy the Layagai thy.
Okay, so family, that was a prayer that they were facing Mount Kenya. Okay, well, Zion. All right, let's go. Let me see anything else. This is actually a video about 1 minute here long.
This ilikuwa Mumbi Cultural Museum that is being planned to be constructed here in Githego. It's not like any other museum in the world. Museums deal with artifacts and history, but this is primarily a museum for esoteric wisdom. Such a museum was found in Egypt in about 2,000 years before Jesus Christ was born. And the information there was stolen by Greeks and taken to cities, to Athens. From Athens, other wisdom was stolen and taken to Rome. Other wisdom was stolen and taken to UK, that is England. But that's the past. We are now rejuvenated as Africans who want to tell the world what they stole. This did not steal the central aspect of African wisdom, and it is in Mount Kenya, Mount Zion. There is a mountain here. World over, people are talking of Mount Zion, Mount Zion, Mount Zion. It has appeared many times in the Bible, but people didn't know Mount Zion was Mount Kenya. Mount Zion is Mount Kenya. Kenya is Kenya, but this is not Kenya, it is Zion.
So family, I've heard that before, and the truth is that I always said that, you know, what is the biggest way in so many ways to keep us from the truth, separating us from the continent of our people that's there, and, you know, and having us separate where we will not, you know, wasn't able to talk to nobody. But once this internet came into play, we're able to communicate. And, you know, imagine them telling you that a location is a location. Well, the name is the location that they're thinking of that could be someplace else, but the location that we're thinking of is what they're telling us where it's at, which is the so-called white people, the ones who have been controlling the masses all this time. It's one location, but they know where the true location at, who've been living there in so many ways. And we thinking that that same location is where the so-called white people are saying, but literally many places coming to find out that it's not even that location, right? It's just by a matter of talking. But when you put two people in the room and one believe, oh yeah, I know, I've heard about Israel. I know about Israel. I know where it's at. But if you don't talk to each other and say, oh, so where exactly is it at that you understand? And they said, well, it's such and such and such. And you're like, no, it's over such and such and such. Well, you got to say, well, who told you that? Well, who told you that? That's, you know what I'm saying? So all this time, you know, even us even getting on the internet and talking to people from the continent, they're thinking that we know exactly where things at. Because, you know, they just thinking because, hey, they know where exactly things at. But they're thinking that we know where they know it at. But that's not the case. We only know what these so-called white people have taught us. And that's something quite amazing. So getting back to, I want to show you, it's already 29 minutes in. And let me get back to this right here. So as it tells, when it has the ETAL, that mean and all, and then it has Trump ETAL, and that mean and all. So I'm not sure why I wouldn't say the United States, but it did say Abraham Lincoln. Okay, let's go back one more, and this is something like he said that he was working on the mass production migration. And this is a video here, and let's see this.
Black communities were placed in flood zones due to racism in America, the same way Jewish people were placed in gas chambers. As a result, many Black communities are the first and worst affected by the severe storms, which continue to intensify as the climate changes. Black America's Mass Migration 2027 is a national cooperation organizing 40 Black American cities for constructions on higher elevated lands, and we are determined to build them ourselves. We are capable members of the global African diaspora living in the United States who affirm that white America has failed to eliminate racism in the American system. This is evident because Black communities are yet to be granted release from the flood zones inherited from slaves and discriminated ancestors. The first building of each new Black American city will actually be set up in traditional American cities where large populations of Black Americans currently reside, such as Atlanta, New York, Chicago, St. Louis, Jacksonville, etc. These first buildings will be transition administration facilities. These facilities will serve as official embassies for the new Black American cities as they are being constructed over the next 8 years. Each embassy will coordinate the construction of new Black cities through the local cooperation of Black Americans using the new MAP. BAM 2027 will travel around America holding mass migration conferences to demonstrate the new MAP and MVP system that will drive the success of each embassy. A minimum of 40 embassies will be open around the country in the same area where mass migration conferences are held. Each embassy will be a 6-story building that can be completed and fully operational in less than 24 hours. These embassies will be fireproof, waterproof, with full electricity, heating, and air conditioning in a matter of hours. We would just need to add water. This instant construction solution was made possible by early collaborators who contributed military-grade construction technology services to our national BAM 2027 cooperation. This same technology can be used for commercial and residential developments for the new Black American cities. If Black Americans make sure BAM 2027 National Tour is a success like we did with the Black Panther, we can have all 40 embassies open and operating by the first quarter of 2020. Each embassy is capable of structuring 20,160 Black businesses per month by holding 7-hour sessions Monday through Friday. That's almost 250,000 Black businesses structured per year. And the same amount comes from every embassy who operates 5 days a week. With 40 embassies on this schedule, that's over 9 million Black businesses structured each year by the BAM 2027 cooperation. This Black business acceleration engine is more than enough to provide our new organized territories with entrepreneurial and employment opportunities for social stability and generational expansion.
Oh Lord, only Rasta can liberate the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute that they are with you. Free the people. Over hills and valleys too. Don't let them fool you. Don't believe for a minute they don't like you. Why try to make I unhappy? Really, I don't know. If it was up to them, my friend, we would never see the sun or the snow. Through that mystical communication within, we keep on coming together. I love to see brothers and sisters looking out for one another. That's the way it should be, not contrary. Stop tearing down each other. Only Rasta free the people.
So family, that completes that video. So that actual which was, filed and sent to Donald Trump, and it was showing that the receipt that he got it. So and I want to say it was on the 8th or the 9th and whatnot. So I know that he have called and made far as what do you call it, a executive order to make the Jewish people, far as they being a race, because they weren't never a race, they were just a religion, a religious group, set aside as, of course, calling them a religion. So with that being that they are now considered a race, they can actually utilize the civil rights laws and actually sue people for discrimination. And get that, the same people who have stolen our identity, have even, they said that have funded the slave ships, and they could have owned slave, some of the forefathers, and now going to use civil rights on the back of our ancestors who have marched, got hung, got killed, got dogs sicked on them, so many things, and they're going to utilize it, and that's what the whole what Trump had signed, and that's what's in many news articles that will line them up that where they can use the Civil Rights Act. Get that? Okay. So family, again, I'm just sharing, and let's continue to seek the Most High for even more clarity about the Bible in itself, because I know that so much of what in prophecies has been fulfilled, and just understanding it, So what this is tied in far spiritually, but when it brought me to this point about America, I'm like, I just don't foresee us being here. When they said gather us, we will be gathered and taken to, but hey, our land is wherever our feet touch, as the whole earth will belong to us. But family, I just wanted to share, and as more insights come in, I'll share. But I thought this was interesting, that this to be sent to Trump and to the White House and whatnot. So again, I'm just coming on and sharing, family. So I pray all have a great rest of your day. If I don't come back on with any other videos, blessings to each one of you. Praises to the Most High Yah. Shalom, family. Shalom.